Once upon a time, there was a brave explorer named Swara. One day, she decided to explore the challenge of the Great Old Fair, nicknamed Canfield. Do you want to join the adventure? Merchants and campers from the far east and far west come here with their camper vans and their horses and magical food that gives them power every day. They build barns for their horses so that if you have a brave heart, you can pet them or even adopt them. The merchants came with lots of stuff like magical boots and horse saddles that float onto your future horse, and hats for the ladies. They brought some amazing magical foods like elephant ears, gyros, turkey legs, and lemonade to the fair. At a special store, there was a young magician putting an onion into the magical pot and making a lotus out of it. Little Swara ate some delicious onion, lotus, and a potion of lemonade. Suddenly, an old man with some pigs stopped Swara. He said, "If you want to cross the bridge, you have to win the piggy race." Swara chose her little piggy and cheered it by throwing balls into targets. "Hooray! Swara's piggy won!" The old man said, "That's very impressive. You can go to the other side of the fair." Swara just walked around looking at everything, and then she saw a gigantic, big, amazing roller coaster. It was so big that she wanted to faint and by getting dizzy by even looking at it. It was that big. She watched it climbing up, 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 up. And then she saw a terrible sight. A big Nan was frying huge turkey legs. She looked at her leg, then she frowned, and then she ran away right past the shop by not noticing she was hungry. Whenever she ran, she reached a gigantic mountain and she slipped on a bag that was randomly there, and then she slid down like whenever she finished the slide, she got super excited about the fair and forgot all about the fried turkey legs and getting her leg fried. And just then, whenever she dropped down, she fell on a giant caterpillar, which went around in circles trying to get her off his back, like this. But brave little Swara held on to the caterpillar so tightly that somehow the caterpillar was like, "Oh, she's my friend." But still, have you ever known that if you touch a caterpillar, you will start to itch? That's what's happened whenever the caterpillar said, "I guess that's enough of throwing off. Here you go. You can sit down now." Just then, she accidentally jumped into a little jar with tons of little rooms and lots of glass places and only one way out. She soon realized it was a mirror maze. Will she be able to get out? Whenever Swara managed to get out, she saw some supercars just outside. She hopped in one. She waited for a few seconds to magically open the engine, and then soon it went zooming around and around and around and around and around and around and around. So in this picture, you can see Swara over there in that yellow car back there, and she's about to ride in the car. Woohoo! When Swara got up from the super speedy cars, she saw a bear that was really looking hungry with overpants. So then she heard a roar, and she was going to follow it. And while she was going to follow it, she found a carousel. She reached there and found that it was a tractor rally, a really noisy one.
A John Deere machine out of Dayton, owned by the Farrier Pulling Team, driven tonight by Great Farrier out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This is still smoking John Deere machine. The distance to beat at 3:06. 3:06 is the distance to beat.
He does have one win with us here in 2019. In fact, the Farrier team at the Trumbull County Fair went 1 and 2. This was the winner at the Trumbull County Fair earlier in 2019. So good running tractor in this division.
And we will be restarting the class over on the Run What You Run side.
Will he be able to pull it?
Restart, and we understand that we're bringing the secondary sled out onto the track. We're going to have to bring the secondary sled on the track to run that Run What You Run class over on the far side. All right, here we go. Still smoking. Great Farrier. Oh, and he yanks it way out the track on the decision maker, Gerald Tire Sled.
She escaped the tractor giants finally, and she saw herself next to some horses watching them trot. She suddenly just said bye-bye to everything she just saw. The